So, hello everybody. We are live again here, this time with Martin. Hi Martin, how are you?
I'm fine, Zdenek. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. It's good to have you back. And we've got someone listening live to us, and his name is Luis Fernando. That
Hi,
sounds like
Luis.
a Spanish name, doesn't it, Martin?
Yes,
Yes,
sounds.
I know who Luis is. I know who
Yeah,
Luis is.
okay.
I think he's from Mexico. He's from Mexico, as far as I know.
Mm.
Hope I'm not getting it wrong. Luis, if you are not from Mexico, please let us know. And so, Martin, how are you? How are you? Last time I talked to you was about 3 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yes, about,
Mhm.
yeah. Mm.
So, what have you been up to since then?
Since then, yeah, I've been doing working and yeah,
Mhm.
the normal
So,
stuff, I would say, the normal
you s-
day.
you say
Yeah,
you
go to
you
work.
you say it in a way as if you're working on some kind of a secret weapon or something. So, what have you been working on, Martin? What kind of project is it?
We had we had a we had a little problem at work, and we
Oh,
had
really?
an emergency fail, or can I say, if you have no electricity,
Okay, maybe failure would be the word.
a failure,
Mhm.
yeah, and we have some trouble in our institute where
Oh,
I'm
really?
working. And yeah, and but I'm not an electrician. I have no plan about this, but we have
Right.
to support the team who is responsible for this. And yeah, this was a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
this
think
was
I think
last week. Yeah. Hmm?
mhm. I think it's called power failure, even, isn't
Power
it?
failure. Yeah, 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 yeah. I
I've,
have
I've
heard
I've
it
heard this one
before.
before. Power
Yeah,
failure.
yeah, you're
Mhm.
right. I think. Yeah. Mhm.
So, can you do your job, or does your institute? You said it's an institute there. Does it
Yeah.
can can it work without electricity? Can anything work without electricity these
No,
days?
no. We
No.
got a support electricity, a mobile generator, a big generator. Yeah,
Okay.
in order to get electricity into the buildings,
Yeah.
but it's really it's not secure electricity. Yeah,
Right. So it's
you
like
have
your
to.
second. It's like your second plan. It's like if something goes wrong, right?
No, it was ordered. This generator was ordered, yeah, because of the failure, yeah, and we have many minus 80 degrees refrigerators,
Ah.
and they need power, yeah, electricity, in order to don't get warm, yeah,
Mhm.
and therefore it's really it started Monday morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and the failure began. And yeah, then my colleague has to order yeah, equipment in order to get new electricity, yeah, or supported electricity,
Right.
because we have also I told you last one, MRI, yeah, where you can scan your body. And this need also electricity, because if you don't have electricity, then it could damage, and it's really expensive. And yeah, and therefore we ordered a generator, and you have to fill in fuel,
Mhm.
but much fuel, yeah. Diesel, I don't know diesel. Do you know diesel? Is this the
Yeah.
right word? Diesel, yeah, it's a kind of fuel.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the
It's
right
something you
word.
use
Yeah,
instead of petrol, right? Sometimes you
yeah,
use
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, some cars run on diesel or big trucks, let's say.
yeah, yeah,
I
exactly. Yeah,
think that
and this
I'm not an
also,
expert.
and
I think Monica, who is watching us live, could help us with
yeah,
that, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, go
yeah,
on.
and yeah, this was last week a little bit uh, stressful at work. Yeah, because the failure was fixed on Sunday in the morning. Yeah, the big problem was fixed, and we got a new transformator for our power supply station, or this was really fixed in the morning of last Sunday, and but now everything is running fine, and it's okay.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that. You know what? There's actually a word for when you have when you can't get the power from the usual way, right? From your usual power supply, and you like if you are big enough, or I don't know, if you have the means, you could create the electricity by yourself, or the company could create its own electricity, right? So you mentioned the word generator, I think.
Yeah,
right?
but it's an order generator. Yeah, it's a big. We have different
Sorry,
companies.
Could you spell the word you are using there?
A generator.
Yeah, what kind of generator is it again?
Electricity for
No. Aura. What's that?
Aura.
Aura. What? How do you spell that word?
Aura generator.
Ordered? Did you say ordered?
Ordered. An order.
So it means it's supplied by someone else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
you have to pay for this. Yeah.
Right. Okay, outsourced. Could we say it's outsourced?
Yeah, there are companies who are responsible for this kind, or there are experts in this kind of jobs, and we had a little bit trouble to get a generator because you have heard certainly about the weather problems in Germany and in the other European countries. Yeah, and this region where the high water was the problem, they need support like this. Yeah, and therefore we wasn't sure we will get such a device. Yeah, but we were happy we got it, and
yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm really my condolences, basically, or my commiserations, because it was tough. Yeah, on Germany, I've seen some images in the news, and it was really, quite massive. Is it all over now? As the water dropped?
The water is down, yeah, but the situation in the regions are really a disaster. Yeah, it's really
it's a natural. Yeah. We've had floods here in the Czech Republic some 10 years, 15 years ago, and it was also quite bad here. So I can imagine, but I think a lot of people died, right? A lot of people. There were a lot of casualties.
Yeah. And we in my city where I live in Dortmund, we had such really much water, and it was raining really poor. How it's called? Poor rain, or
you mean it was raining heavily? You can say
heavily.
It was raining heavily. It rained heavily.
But in such a way, that I think it was 1 hour, and many of basements in the houses were flooded.
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 Yeah.
And but we didn't have the problem like the other regions, where the houses are damaged completely, and we were actually in a better situation.
Yeah. So which regions were the most affected by this then? Can you remind me?
There are some. You have some cities located on some rivers, and in some regions. Yeah.
Or was it in the north of Germany?
No, not far away from Dortmund. Yeah, not far.
That's where you live, right? In Dortmund. Yeah. We've got
But
okay. Sorry.
there was many areas of this rain.
Many affected areas, you could say.
Yeah, many affected areas.
I'm making some notes. We're gonna go through the language later.
Yeah.
But well, originally I was asking you a question about what do you call that thing that some companies have when they can create their own electricity, and Louise is suggesting it could be called an electrical generator. I think also power generator. And I'm also looking for a very, very handy adjective here, an adjective that you would use when talking about something that's not the first plan. If something is not the first plan, it's good to have your second plan. But there's a word for the word.
An option. An option.
The second option, but there's a special word.
Second choice. Second choice.
It's more like what you will use in case this doesn't work, right? So it's like your what's this?
Neck.
No,
or back.
Down.
Back.
Yeah.
Back. Yeah.
So there's a word starting with that.
Back.
You have a generator, and this is this.
I don't know what you mean.
Back and this. What's this?
Back up. A backup. Backup. Oh. Yeah.
English teachers. Yeah.
Yeah. A backup.
I wanted you to say it. You know, I didn't want to say it myself. So it's a backup generator, right? A backup generator. Backup generator.
But it's from another company. Yeah, it's not from our institute.
Yeah, you could say you are outsourcing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supplied by someone else.
We have to rent it or something. Yeah?
There's a word outsource, to outsource something.
To outsource.
Or you could say it's supplied by someone else. We have a supplier for that.
Yeah.
You have to rent it. You could say that as well, I guess. Okay. To be honest, I'm not an expert in this field, not at all. But these words are quite handy in general English conversation, because you could talk about a plan, and then this is your plan. This is what you want to do. But it's good. It's always good to have some kind of a second plan, right? So you could say a backup plan.
A backup plan.
A backup plan. And there's another word. I don't know if you know this one. Contingency plan. A contingency.
No, I haven't heard this.
Okay. Well, I'll write it down for us, and then I will we will look at it when we're doing the feedback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit more for now. Also, we can respond to what our viewers are saying. So Louis also
plan B.
He also wrote a few expressions for raining
down
for us.
Yeah, the rain pouring down. Yeah.
So it can pour down. It's pissing it down. Also, it's chucking down. I haven't heard this one, but it sounds legit to me. And you could say it's bucketing it down as well. It's bucketing it down. Bucketing it down. Yeah. Or there's one idiom that English teachers use. Learners know it, but it's not used so much. Do you know which one?
Cats and dogs. Yeah. It rains cats and dogs. Yeah.
It rains cats and dogs. Yeah. But apparently the native speakers don't use it so much. It's just so easy to remember that teachers often use it as an example of what an idiom is. When us English teachers try to explain to our students what idioms are, we just give this idiom as an example, because it shows how creative idioms can be, right? And it also shows that idioms don't really have a literal meaning, because I don't know if you've ever seen cats or dogs falling down, but I haven't.
Me too.
Oh, you never know, right? Americans think that there are aliens, so aliens are coming for us. So it could be raining cats and dogs as well soon, you know. All right. Well, I don't know what we can talk about. This is the beauty, Martin. This is the beauty of Dogme lessons. Yeah. This is the beauty of lessons which are unprepared, which are improvised, off the cuff. How are you finding this, by the way? How are you finding these kinds of lessons? Does it stress you out, or are you comfortable with it? Or
the first one was, I told you before, the first one was a little bit stressful, or more stressful for me. But now it's okay. Yeah? It's no. I'm looking forward. Yeah,
oh, great.
yeah, to this lesson, and yeah, it's not. I'm not nervous, and
Well, that's important.
Yeah.
But I'm asking you because I am well aware that German people are very organized. So doesn't this go against the German mentality a little bit? You know, this kind of lesson where you arrive, and then you don't know what's going to happen, and your teacher doesn't know what's going to happen. How does the German brain process this?
Yeah, this is you're right. This situation is a little bit different. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because I don't know what the topic will be, and yeah.
I think Martin, are you there?
You still there?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a internet failure for a few seconds.
Hopefully, it was the last one.
Well, touch wood.
Yeah.
Both you and I know that it wasn't the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is this true? Like, I know this is a stereotype. Stereotypes are dangerous, and they are not always fair, and they are not always right. But are you a little bit like that? German people, are you a little bit like that? That it's sort of, you need to be organized. It's more within you. It's more in you. You know.
Yes, but this is, yeah, you can perhaps I'm organized, or you say in Germany it's called everyone, or the Germans are on time, yeah, are punctual and so on. Yeah,
that's a good word, punctual.
Yeah,
write it down for us.
Yeah, but I know also many people completely the different. Yeah,
and they are German.
Yeah,
they are German.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Also. Well, there you go. That's why stereotypes are not always right. Yeah. But sometimes it's fun, you know, like using it. It's for me, sometimes it's a source of banter. Do you know what banter is?
No.
A banter. It's when usually this happens among friends. Yeah, when they go to a pub or they just have a fun conversation. Banter is like they sort of poke each other, you know, sort of make fun of each other and take the mickey out of each other. Tell little jokes and tease each other. Yeah. So this is, together we call this banter.
To provoke someone. Provoke someone, but in a funny way.
Yeah. Provoke someone, but in a fun way. Yeah.
In a fun way.
Yeah. Okay, just writing a few things down. All right. So, what else can we talk about, Martin? This is when the Dogme lesson fails. When you ask, what else can we talk about? It sounds like we have run out of ideas. We have run out of steam.
Yeah, but we can speak, about, for example, about my holiday. I will have
your holiday,
a vacation.
Is it your past holiday, or is it something you're going to have?
No, I'm going to have. I will have my holiday in 1 week. I have to go next week to work. Yeah. And after that, I have 3 weeks vacation. But to be honest, I have more staycation.
All right. So can you explain to us what the difference is between
The
vacation
difference
and
is
staycation?
if you have vacation, most vacations are you go for holiday in different areas or different countries, or in the same country you live, but in different regions. And staycation is it's actually a word which describe your holiday or your vacation staying at home.
Yeah. So
Don't
it's
go. Don't travel. Don't travel.
there's a word for this kind of word. It's called portmanteau, or sometimes we call them a blend. And basically, stay, vacation, staycation, right?
Yeah.
Do you know any more words like that, Martin? That you have two
Ah.
words and they are combined into one. What happened in the UK? What happened in the UK?
Brexit. You mean Brexit? Yeah.
Brexit.
It's Brexit. Yeah.
How was Brexit created? Which two words does it come from?
Exit. And Britain exit.
British exit. Yeah, that's it. Or when you have smoke and fog, it combines into what?
I don't know.
Sometimes in the cities in winter, yeah.
Smog.
Smog.
Yeah, smog.
Yeah. Or something between your breakfast and lunch. We call it. If it's not clear whether it's breakfast or lunch,
brunch.
Yeah? All these words are portmanteau words. Yeah. Or blends. I prefer the word blend. Portmanteau sounds a bit difficult for me.
Word,
also to spell. It might actually come from French. I'm going to spell it like when we are looking at the words in feedback. I'm going to spell it for you as well. Yeah. So your holiday, yeah, you're going to have a staycation.
Yeah.
All right. How does that make you feel? Is it less exciting than going abroad, or is it the same?
Yeah, if you stay at home, you actually do anything at home. Yeah, you do some renovation work or some other stuff, and but this
so you're
will
going
hopefully
to stay at home.
Yeah, we are going to stay at home. Yeah, but we do daily trips. Yeah, but daily trips in our area.
Yeah. Well, that could be called staycation. Staycation, it could be what you say, that you stay at home, or it could be that you just go somewhere not far away from where you live, right? In your own country, in your own area. Yeah.
But we only do daily trips, without go overnight.
Right. You always come
go
back.
In hotel. We always come back in the evening.
Right. Okay, Martin, would you mind having a look at the feedback then?
Yeah.
And how do you find this? How do you find this system? Basically, we are talking. Well, sometimes I correct something on the spot, but mostly not. And I just let you talk. We have a conversation. If something interesting comes up, if it's important to understanding what we are saying, then I will correct it. But I'm also making a lot of notes, and we then do what's called delayed feedback. How do you find this?
I like this way of teaching. Really.
You said you have an American teacher once, right? You also, and how do you do it with your American teacher? Because every teacher is different. We all have different sort of techniques,
Yeah, we have only conversations, and my teacher, she is a lady. She what is that?
What does she do?
If I make a if I make a mistake, she explained.
Mhm.
First, not. She let me speak, and but later she would come back.
Also correct. Yeah.
Not exactly like you. She didn't write sentence on her like in Google document also.
Okay.
But
Well,
I
what
think
sorry, what I'm trying to do is also sort of like point you in the right direction, trying to make you figure it out as well. Yeah, because it's important that it's actually better for you to sort of realize it. It's always better if the student realizes it before telling you directly. It's more effective. You're more likely to retain it. Yeah, this is based on research, by the way. Yeah.
And I saw your other lessons also, and I'm really I like it really.
Okay,
really
cool,
much.
cool.
Because it's really a good conversation, and you learn also as a guest or as a watcher,
as a viewer,
as a viewer, and it's really good.
Yeah. So and the viewers can also comment as we can see. Monica says, I've heard about the situation in Germany, and she's sorry to hear what has been happening in Germany, Martin. Yeah. Okay, we also have Teacher Rod here watching us. Teacher Rod from Brazil. Yeah, so we can see all these comments. I think this is pretty cool. I'm still trying to sort of I think it's not like I'm not like 100% comfortable just yet, because I feel like there's a lot of pressure on me as a teacher, and if I get one thing wrong, I think I will be forgiven by my students, because nobody's perfect, right? I will also be forgiven by the other teachers watching this, because they understand, because they know like this this can happen to all of us. But it's also like it feels like it's much safer just doing your lesson privately, obviously. But I like this kind of challenge, so why not? Why not? As long as the student is comfortable with it as well, because not everyone would be up for this as well.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, Martin. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. Do you know this one?
This was my shoulder.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the feedback then. I'm going to share this with everyone as usual. Hopefully, I do have experience in doing this now. Let's see. I'm sharing the entire screen. No, I'll just share my window, this particular window. All right, let's see. Oh, Chrome tab. Yeah. Okay, there you go. All right, can you guys see this then? Can everybody see this?
Yes, but
Martin, can you see the notes?
Yeah, but I will.
Should I make it bigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. All right.
It's okay.
Right. So the first one, it's what you said, Martin. And wait, where's the color? Why did it disappear, Martin? Okay, is it too small now for you?
No, I can read it.
Okay, because I kind of want to be able to edit it disappears, the color disappears, you see. Okay, actually I can actually do it via these three dots, so it's fine. So this is a bit awkward, so how can you say it in a less awkward way? Since then I've been,
as I said this sentence, I was thinking about, oh my goodness, it's wrong. It was wrong.
Yeah, never mind. Can you also sometimes tell when I start typing and I'm not looking at you? I'm like, can you tell that something is happening?
No, yeah, sometimes I see it, but it's no problem.
I need to do it in a more I need to do it in a more sneaky way, just so that nobody notices.
No, you do it really in a good way, I think. Yeah.
Oh well, thanks. This just Reminds me of one teacher colleague I had in Speak Up London. She would, whenever a student made a mistake, she would have this like a toy. It was like a toy. It was a chicken with a long neck, and whenever you squeezed it, it would make this sound like. And she would just so it had a long neck, so it was good at pointing at students as well. So she would say, "Okay, you answer, you say this," and then when there was a mistake, she would just say, and the students would always know, and they would have to correct themselves. It's so funny. So funny. And it did look funny as well. It was like a toy, Yeah. Anyway, okay. So power failure. Yeah. Power fail. I think you said power fail.
But we haven't spoken about the first sentence. Can we?
Oh, sorry. English teachers, yeah. All right. Thanks, Martin.
Yeah.
So I've been doing working. So what do you think is the problem here? What about the tense? Is the tense okay? Should you use this tense?
I have been working, not doing working.
Well, I think you mentioned something in the past, right? And then you said since then I have been. I think this is fine. This is a good example of how you should use present continuous tense. So this part is fine by me.
But without doing,
I feel like the problem is doing working here.
Yeah.
That doesn't
only
sound
working,
right. Sorry?
Only working or doing my job.
Yeah. You could say that, yeah. I've been working, just to make it simpler. I've been doing my job. Since then, I've been doing my job, I guess. It would be fine. If you want to use this here at the end, you would have to make it into a noun, I think. How can you make this into a noun, Martin? Since then, I've been doing
work.
I think that would be fine. And well, this is an uncountable noun, work. So there's a little word that you could use before work. I think that would make it even better.
Has been.
No. Since then, I have been doing little word.
I have been doing
work. Which word would fit there? You cannot use a because this is an uncountable noun. So you could say
some work.
Yeah, exactly.
Some work.
Yeah, you could say some work. I've been doing some work. I guess you could use that as well. If you don't want to specify what it was, you could say it like that. Yeah? I've been doing some work. I've been working. I think you could say I've been working. That would be fine too. All right. So I think you use the word power fail. I think it's better to say power failure. Power failure. Power failure. Yeah. We need to look at this, Martin, because when you said this word, I actually wasn't sure what you were saying. So we need to look at pronunciation here. Like whenever I do this feedback and it's purple, it means it's something to do with pronunciation. Yeah. So how would you say these words, Martin?
Ordered.
Yeah, I think it's just there's some kind of a different sound. I would just say ordered.
Ordered.
Order. Okay, so let's start with this one. To place, and what do you place? You place an order. Yeah, you place an order.
Place an order.
Or
place an order.
Order. Repeat after me.
Order.
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 Yeah, I think you say order. 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 It sounds like I think you're making it say you're saying it too fast. Or you have to say long or order.
Order.
Order. Order. Something at the end. You're making it sound almost like a little bit Australian English or something like that. Order. I don't know why, but I can hear a little bit of Australian English in there as well. Order.
This is
you know what would be the best way to practice this, Martin, is to listen to John Bercow, who used to be the Speaker of the British Parliament, and he would always say, "Order, order." order, and he would like encourage the members of parliament to be quiet, right? When somebody was speaking, when Boris Johnson or whoever, Jeremy Corbyn had a speech, and the others would talk, which is that's what they always do in the British Parliament. He would just almost like shout, order, like that, yeah. Order.
Order.
Yeah?
Order.
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 Okay. And how about this one in the past?
Ordered.
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 Ordered. Yeah. Someone ordered something. Yeah.
Ordered.
Ordered. Okay. Yeah. So what did you order again, Martin? Your company? You ordered
electricity. A backup for our electricity supply.
yeah. They need electricity. Okay, this is I think this is a classic for you, right? I think we have been through this before. So in again, order here, look. In order to this is I don't remember exactly what you said, but I have seen this from you before. Yeah. You have to be careful. This is a expression, a prepositional phrase, which expresses purpose in English, right? If you want to
this I want to express.
Yeah. So you can say, I went to the shop in order to buy something for dinner, right? Or I went to. So this is one of the ways you can express purpose in English. So this is fine. This part is fine. But the problem is how you follow it here. Yeah. Because this is two. This is two. Yeah. And it's infinitive. It's infinitive here. So you can't use don't after two. You need infinitive here, right? So we need electricity in order to
do.
And now you want to use negative infinitive, which is making it harder for you. And so you have to say in order to not do this, or we need to have some kind of specific example here. Yeah. So can you remind me what you were saying here? Do you remember this, Martin?
They need electricity in order to let the scientific work running, or
to keep going, in order
to keep going the normal day job or job day.
Yeah. To be honest, do we even use negatives after in order to? In order not to. To be honest, I think most people would just use to, because another way to express purpose in English is to just say to, right? So I went to the shop to buy myself some food for dinner, right? I can say in order to buy myself some food for dinner, or I can say in order to, right? So these are two ways we can express purpose. So we can just use to plus infinitive. But to make it negative, you cannot say don't here, yeah? So you have to say, so I would do it, I would write it like this. They need electricity not to, and whatever you want to say.
You
know? If you want to make a negative.
I don't exactly the sentence I create.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember myself. Yeah. So I need to eat. Not to die, I guess. Or to not die. Actually, some people say to not die as well. Like to not, sometimes it's one or the other. Yeah. I don't know if I'm making this clear. I don't know if I'm making.
For me,
I hope so. Yeah, and also Louise is telling us. Okay, Irenai says that in order not to do something, in order not to wait for too long. Like I said, like it's possible to say that, but I think most people wouldn't say it like that. It's just too many words. In order not to wait for too long, it just sounds awkward. But I think Irena has checked it for us. Irena is also an English teacher, so I trust her, and I think it's possible, right? But as Louise says, in order to sound a little bit more formal. he's also right. Yeah. So that's why here I would prefer to, just to, or not to, in order not to do something. Yeah. Okay, let's just move on, Martin.
Yeah. Okay.
If you don't have electricity, it could damaged. I think you said, if I get it right, if I got it right. Is this what you said, Martin, or did I mishear it? I might have just mishear it.
It could be, but
I might have just misheard it. I don't know. So it's anyway, whether you said it or not doesn't matter. What's wrong with it?
If you don't have electricity,
let's say you were talking about some kind of device, or I don't know.
Many devices could.
Yeah, let's put many devices
break down. Also.
Yeah, well, that's fine too. But actually, Martin, I don't mind the word damage there, but it just has to be used in a different form. Yeah, so it could. So you have ed there. Yeah, so it's a problem. You can't use could and ed like that.
Okay.
You need could and infinitive, right? So
damage. Could damage. Okay.
It could damage is fine. Yeah, and if you want to use passive, it could
be damaged.
There is one word which would sound better here. It would. Little word. You give someone presents, and then also you, during Christmas, at Christmas you give presents, but also you get. So I think get damaged. You know, it could get damaged.
Okay.
Yeah. It could get damaged, or it could damage. I think both would be fine. It just depends on your preference whether you want to use passive or not. Yeah. Okay. Pronunciation. Focus on the focus on the last part. How do you pronounce this word?
Stressful.
Stressful. Yeah.
Stressful.
Yeah. So not stressful, but stressful. Schwa sound at the end. Shouldn't it be double L like this?
No.
No, because my my spell check doesn't like this. Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I've already been through this before, right?
We had this word. We had this word on my last session.
Yeah, I remember that. I've been through this in one of my previous lessons. Okay. A big problem was fixed. Okay. So here there is no problem. That's why it's not red, right? You know what? I'm just looking at some synonyms of this word fixed. So
done.
How can you say this? A problem can be fixed.
Done.
Done. Do a problem? No.
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 Finished.
Finished.
No.
Not really. But I would use this one. You know this one?
Dealt. Deal with.
To deal with something. To deal with a problem. Yeah. How? So what would be the past participle form? The problem. A big problem was. Because you cannot say deal with, right?
Dealt with.
Dealt with. That's it. Yeah. Well done. And there is another one. This one. You know this word.
Solve the problem.
Solve a problem. So a big problem was
solved.
I guess there's another collocation to address a problem, but it's more like it doesn't mean that it's solved. It's just what you do when there is a problem. That's you want to sort of deal. Well, addressed. Could you say? Yeah, you could say it. You could say it to mean this as well, to address a problem. Yeah. Problem was addressed, but to be honest, this one is. I think the most common ones would be solve and deal with. Yeah. Okay, and fix a problem, I think, sounds good too. Would you say a big problem was repaired? Does it sound good to you? To repair a problem, Martin? Because the synonym of fix is repair, right?
Yeah.
You fix your bicycle, you repair your bicycle. So
Yeah.
does it sound good here when you're
No,
saying
it's,
no?
for me not. Mm.
Mhm. That's correct. It's interesting, isn't it, that these are synonyms, right? Fix and repair. Yet here we can't really use repair. You don't repair a problem, right? So the word fix is more, I would say, is more flexible in that.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. Fix a problem. I think, could you fix a problem? I'm just making, it's making me think whether you could even say that. He fixed this problem. I think, yeah. What do you think, viewers? Is it okay to say to fix a problem?
I think solve the problem is a better one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's move on. I think so too. Yeah. You know what? I can check it in and to fix a problem. If I see Google search, fix a problem is fixing a problem. It's the same as solving it. I think it works. I think it exists, but I'm not completely sure. That would be my first choice here. Yeah, fix a problem. Listeners, viewers, would you fix a problem? Sort out you can sort something out, yeah? Fix a problem. Yeah, some Glady is telling us you can fix a problem for sure. Yeah, like I said, like I've heard it. I've definitely heard it before. When Martin said it, it didn't sound wrong to me at all. That's why I didn't even mark it red. Sort something out. So you sort out a problem. Yeah, you could also use that. Yeah. Okay, not sure about figure out the problem. Sunshine. You can figure out problem. You figure something out, right? You figure out a problem. Technically, I guess you could use it too. Martin, are you still there?
Yeah, yeah.
This is difficult. These are collocations, collocations. So the problem here is that people use all sorts of collocations, and some of them seem less right, and some of them are used a lot. And the question is it based on the usage, like what people really use, or should it be based on what's written in a dictionary, So, yep. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So this word, I think this is a new word for you, right?
Yeah. Outsourced.
To outsource something. Yeah.
Outsourced.
So if you look at if you look this word up, the Cambridge Dictionary says, if a company outsources, it pays to have part of its work done by another company. Right? So,
Okay.
for example, some companies outsource to cheaper locations to cut costs. Yeah. Supply, I think similar word is supply. Have it supplied, right? You have a supplier. Somebody supplies the electricity for you. What's wrong with this?
There are companies who are responsible for this.
Companies who are responsible for this.
Who? There are companies. Which are responsible for this?
Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's better, because who is not really used for. Even when you say teams, right? There are teams who do this. Which, I would say which, right? Who is used for people? Who is used for people? Yeah, I know actually that, like, when you think of a company, you have the staff there and you imagine people, but I would still go for a which here, personally. I'll still go for which, okay? Or if you are not sure, what's the alternative, Martin, if you are not sure? There's another
there are companies,
another word. It's called relative pronoun, actually. This
that are responsible for this.
That is universal. You can use it for both people, animals, and things. Who is used for people and sometimes also like family members. Animals that are family members, like your cat, or your dog. You could say it like sometimes people use who as well. because you also say he or she, right? But if you mean like an animal species and you have no sort of attachment to it, you would say which for
Which,
sure. Yeah, we wasn't sure we will get such a device. So there are actually two mistakes here. So
yeah, I see it. I see it.
okay.
We weren't. We weren't sure.
Why is it weren't, Martin, and not wasn't?
We means a group, yeah, and more than one people, yeah.
So when would you use wasn't then? So we don't use
for one person, yeah.
For one person, for example,
he, she, it.
How about I? I wasn't sure. Is that okay?
Yes, I wasn't sure also.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So we weren't sure. But actually, Martin, there are native speakers who say we wasn't. Can you believe it? You know, I watch a few YouTube channels by football fans, and they just sometimes don't care about their grammar. And they would almost always say we wasn't, because I guess it's part of the slang, or it's just an informal way of saying it. You know, we wasn't, but it's like it's wrong. It's completely wrong, of course. Yeah. And the second mistake is in this part, in this clause. So I'm gonna help you here. Why can't we use will, Martin?
We're gonna get such a device, or we going to get?
No, it's not about will versus going to. It's more about this form of will, because will, we're talking about the past. We're talking about the past. Everything that happened in this sentence is in the past, right?
Yeah.
So we weren't sure.
We would get. Okay. We would get such a device.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's called future in the past, this, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In Dortmund, we had much water. Again, I don't think this is completely wrong.
A lot of water.
Yes, but actually it's about this word much. Yeah. It doesn't tend to be used in affirmative sentences, you know? So in positive sentences, much is not used so much.
Okay.
Much is used in negatives mainly. Yeah. So we didn't have much water. There was.
This means you are thirsty.
But a lot, as you said, a lot of is used in positives as well, in affirmative sentences. Yeah. It's interesting. So I had much to do. You wouldn't say I had much to do. Could you say that? I guess some people could say that, but it's just like I think I've seen this like a few years ago. I remember this distinctly in this book, Practical English Usage. I think it's there. I'm not going to look for it now, but it's not natural to use much in positive sentences, I think. A lot of is fine though. This was some vocabulary. So remember, guys, rain to rain is used with heavily. It's a collocation, to rain heavily. We don't say to rain strongly, for example. Yeah, it rains heavily. It doesn't rain strongly. We also say heavy rain, not strong rain. But we say strong. What?
Wind.
Yeah. So strong wind, heavy rain. Yeah. Remember it. And a downpour, it's like a type of. It's like when it rains a lot. You know, it's the same. It's the same thing basically. A downpour. Yeah, it pours down. How do you pronounce this word, Martin?
Flooded.
How do you pronounce this word?
Flood.
No. How do you pronounce this word?
Blood.
Right.
So
flood? It will be the same. So
Flood?
how it again?
Flood? Flood?
Flood.
Flood.
Flood. Yeah. So here it's quite tricky because double O, people always think that it's pronounced as oo. Yeah.
Mm.
But actually there are, as far as I know, there are 3 different pronunciations of this. You can do long oo sometimes. Do you know any words which have double O and are pronounced with long oo, Martin?
Double O.
What do you eat? What do you eat? What do we eat, Martin?
I don't know the word.
You eat
you're looking
food,
for?
right?
Ah, food.
Food. Yeah.
I was thinking about.
Maybe you eat something else. I don't know,
especially-
Martin. Maybe
I was thinking about
I
a
eat
special kind of food.
some people eat air. You know, I've heard about people who just eat air.
Eat air.
I'm not kidding you. They just get energy from air. I don't know how it's even possible. Don't ask me, okay? Maybe it could be a scam. I don't know. Breatharians, I think they are called. Breatharians or something like that. It's really weird. It's really weird and mysterious. Food. Yeah.
Pool.
Pool.
Sunshine has written in the comment
Pool.
section.
You mean this word?
Poor.
Well, actually, it's
Poor.
poor. It's oor. Yeah.
Poor.
Oor, or even paw. Some people say paw, but it depends where you are from in England. Some people would say paw. The weather was paw or poor. Let me check this. Let me check this just to be sure, because you never know. Poor, paw, yeah, poor. Poor. Paw. It's actually interesting. The first one they say here in Cambridge Dictionary is actually paw, as I said, yeah. Paw or poor, yeah. I've just found it. So actually, it's not. It's actually another one, yeah. It's actually another one. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable how many different pronunciations you have here. So this one, yeah. These are the sounds you can use for this one, and so I just want to make this clearer because I think it's a bit illogical here, and there we go. Hope it makes sense now. And just to get back to what we were doing, so this one again, how is this pronounced, Martin?
Flood.
Flood. Just yeah. Flood, like blood. Yeah. How do you pronounce this one then?
Flooded.
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 Flooded. Flooded. Dortmund was flooded. Yeah. Okay. And then we have got words like this one. Yeah. And it has another type of pronunciation. How's this one pronounced?
Look.
So it's just o. It's just o. Yeah. It's just o here. So you can see we have got four different pronunciation. You see this?
Yeah.
4 different ways of pronouncing double O. Maybe 5 even, right? O, ur, u, and a. So it's crazy, Martin.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm just looking at. I need to find this this symbol now. You know, IPA is International Phonetic Alphabet, and it's not on my keyboard. So here we go. Yeah. Flood. So that's that. And there was many affected areas. What's wrong there?
There were.
Yeah.
There were many affected areas, yes.
Yep. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Here we had some vocabulary, yeah. a backup generator, a backup plan. And then you said to me that you'd never heard this word, right?
Yeah, contingency.
Contingency. Well done. You're pronouncing it correctly, Martin. The stress is on tin. Contingency. A contingency plan. All right. It's like your B plan, your backup plan. It's a plan that you go for if the first plan doesn't work out. If a plan goes out of the window. Now, this was your good word that you came up with. Punctual. Yeah. And that means on time, as you said. Germans are punctual. Germans are on time. Yeah. Banter. Remember banter?
Yeah. Banter. Yeah. It's like a funny way to provoke someone.
Right. Now, I need to explain this, Martin, to you, because I'm not sure you know the difference. So fun and funny, they can both be adjectives. Yeah. Both are adjectives. Sometimes English learners think that fun is just a noun. It can be noun. Yeah, we can say we had a lot of fun, right? That would be a noun. Yeah. But they can also be adjectives. So you can say, oh, this comedian, he's so much fun. Sorry, that was wrong. I wanted to say this comedian is fun. Right? Okay, you can say he is fun, or you can say he is funny. So what's the difference if you say he's fun and he's funny?
I would say he's funny means right. He makes good jokes, and many people are laughing about him.
Exactly. It makes you laugh. He makes you laugh. If he's funny, he makes you laugh. He uses good humor. If you say he's fun, it's also correct, but it has a different meaning. It means you enjoy his company, right? You enjoy yourself, but not necessarily. It's not necessarily about laughing. So there's a slight difference. Yeah. So to provoke someone in a funny way or in a fun way, that's a question. You know, I would maybe argue that maybe here, in a fun way would be better.
In a fun way, okay.
Because you want to enjoy yourself. It's not like you don't provoke someone in a. You can provoke someone in a funny way, of course. But I think here what you're trying to say is in a fun way.
In a fun way, yeah.
Yeah. So just be careful about the difference. These two are always confused, these two words.
Yeah.
Staycation, vacation, it's one of what we call portmanteau words or blend words.
Blend words.
Blends. We can portmanteau words, blends, right? I have no idea why it's so large. We need to decrease the size. Okay. So this was kind of vocabulary, new vocabulary for us. So I'm gonna mark it blue. And I think this is the last thing we will look at, Martin. We always do daily trips without go overnight. So what's
for overnight or for night only?
First of all, it's suggesting that we should use overnight. But listen, the biggest problem for me is here. This is a preposition. Yeah. And honestly, I don't know what you were trying to say. We always
without going.
It has to be going, of course. Yeah.
Going.
After prepositions, we need ing. We always do daily trips without going overnight. I'm not sure what this even means. Without
with going overnight, this means I wanted to express that you go in a hotel for the night.
Right.
Sleeping in a hotel. Yeah?
Okay. I don't know how to say this. We always do daily trips without going back or without. It just doesn't sound right. Without. We always do daily trips without coming back. I don't know. Without. Oh, you want to say the opposite. Sorry, I'm confusing myself here. We always do daily trips without staying in a hotel or staying somewhere overnight, I guess, right?
Yeah, staying somewhere overnight. Yeah, this
I
I
guess
wanted to express. Yeah.
going overnight. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there were a few like problems here in this one, but for me the biggest one is the grammar. So there's a lexical problem as well as the grammatical one. Yeah, so just after prepositions we need ing. Okay, Martin, I think that's it. a lot of
Okay.
things to look at, but as always, fantastic job from you. Thank you very much for
Yes. Thank
taking
you
the
for
lesson.
having me. Yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
having me. And I want to say I haven't recognized you. You have written so many sentences on your Google document. Really, I haven't
Yeah.
recognized.
Sometimes I am struggling with multitasking. So I'm trying
I'm
to
impressed.
talk to you. I'm trying to talk to you, and also I'm
Yeah.
writing it down. And that's why maybe I don't always catch the whole sentence and things like that. So
But it was really, really good.
well, I hope some of you guys watching this, the viewers, as well as you, Martin, I hope you learned a thing or two. And yeah, that's
Absolutely.
the idea of these live lessons. And we've got Sunshine asking us. That's a beautiful name, by the way, Sunshine. I would love to be called Sunshine. Sunshine is asking us where she can learn English. So we've got a Discord group, and I think Monica is telling her where she can join the Discord group. Basically, you can go to my website, everyone, teachersdenek.com, and there you find like a little globe icon. Just click that globe icon, and it will take you there. You will have to download Discord onto your phone or just onto your PC. They also have a browser version, but I don't recommend that. All right, Martin, I made this lesson longer than I wanted, but it is what it is. I hope you don't mind. And
No.
and it was a pleasure to talk to you as always.
For me, the same.
So take care and bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.